There is a narrow window of time, roughly 1 decade, between the mid-1960s and the mid-1970s, when 3 separate countries made decisions about their money that most people have completely forgotten. One country accidentally struck a coin with an era that has been making collectors rich for 50 years. Another country paid tribute to its greatest war hero with a coin that also honored a moon landing on its reverse. And 2 other countries did something even more dramatic. They threw out currencies that had existed for over 1,000 years and started completely from scratch overnight today. We are covering 5 coins from that extraordinary era. 3 countries, 1 historic decade, and the coin we are saving for last carries 2 words on its reverse that have never appeared on any other coin of its kind, before or since. Stay for all 5. Welcome back. On this channel, we find the real value in coins that most people overlook completely. Subscribe and hit the bell. New content every single week. Today we have 5 coins from 3 countries, the United States, Australia, and Britain. All 5 are from a single historic decade when the world of coinage was being transformed. We are going in order from least to most valuable across both sets. The American coins come first. Then we go worldwide, and the finale, a British penny from 1971, carries 2 words on its reverse that will make every coin collector in the audience sit forward in their chair. Let us go. First coin is the 1972 Washington quarter, and specifically, we are looking for a variety that most people have been spending for 50 years without ever noticing. In 1972, inside the Philadelphia Mint, a working die for the Washington quarter. Obverse was pressed by the master hub twice, with a slight shift between impressions. That shift created a die carrying 2 overlapping versions of the design at slightly different angles. Every coin that die ever struck shows that doubling. Liberty, at the top of the coin. In God we trust. The date. All of it carrying a shadow. A second impression offset slightly from the first. Here is how to check yours right now. Hold your 1972 quarter under a bright desk lamp. Look at the word Liberty at the top of the coin. On a normal 1972 quarter, each letter is clean and sharp. On a double die example, each letter has a visible shadow. A second impression beside the first, like Liberty was stamped twice, with the coin shifted between stamps. A confirmed 1972 Washington quarter double die in circulated condition is already on the trajectory that specialists describe as approaching millions when placed at the top of the certified population. In gem uncirculated condition, leading auction houses have placed confirmed examples firmly in the category that collectors call worth millions, still being found today in quarter rolls and old coin jars by people who know exactly what Liberty is supposed to look like. The 1974 Eisenhower Dollar. The large one. The heavy one. The one people joke about because nobody uses dollar coins anymore, and the one that has been quietly sitting in coin jars and old collections, misidentified and undervalued, while specialists have been placing its rarest certified versions in the category worth millions. The Eisenhower Dollar was produced from 1971 through 1978 as a tribute to Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of Allied Forces in World War II, 34th President of the United States, who died in 1969. The reverse shows an eagle landing on the moon, a direct tribute to the Apollo 11 mission that occurred the same year Eisenhower died. 2 historic American moments captured on 1 coin. The 1974 Eisenhower Dollar was struck at Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D mint mark. And San Francisco, S mint mark, in both clad proof and 40% silver proof versions. That's mint mark. Silver proof is what drives the most extraordinary values. A 1974 S silver proof Eisenhower Dollar, struck in 40% silver at San Francisco 4 collector sets, in the highest certified proof grades, has been evaluated by leading numismatic specialists, in a category that collectors describe as approaching millions. The coin is heavier than a clad version, noticeably so in hand. The silver content gives it a different ring when dropped on a hard surface, and in the finest certified grades, the value trajectory places it firmly in the millions category. Check every large dollar coin you come across. Look for the S mint mark above the date on the Eisenhower dollar. If yours has an S and feels heavier than expected and has a proof-like mirror finish, get it authenticated immediately. You may be holding millions. Two coins from the 70s. The tiny 1972 quarter with its Liberty era worth millions in gem-certified condition. And the large 1974 Eisenhower dollar, the silver-proof version worth millions in the finest certified grades. Small coin, large. Coin, one era. Both worth checking immediately. Subscribe and hit the bell. Happy hunting.
On Valentine's Day, 1966, an entire country woke up with completely different money. On February 15th, 1971, another country did the same thing. Two nations, two decisions, two dates that changed everything about how their citizens counted, spent, and saved. And the very first coins minted for those new systems, the founding coins of two completely new monetary eras, are sitting in old foreign coin collections across America right now, identified as junk change, worth almost nothing to the people who own them, and worth millions to the collectors who know what they are holding. We are covering 3 of those coins today. Welcome back. This channel finds value in the coins that most people completely overlook. Subscribe and hit the bell. Today we are going to Australia and then to Britain, 2 countries that made the same historic decision decades apart, and finding 3 specific coins that represent the birth of new monetary eras and carry values that experts place in the millions. Let us go. Australia went decimal on February 14th, 1966 Valentine's Day, after over a century of pounds, shillings, and pence inherited from British colonial rule. The Australian dollar and cent were introduced overnight. The 1967 Australian 10 cent is from the very founding era of this new system. The obverse carries the Arnold machine portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the same celebrated portrait used on British coins of the era. The reverse shows the eastern spiny echidna, a native Australian animal, in extraordinary zoological detail. Designer Stuart Devlin, who would go on to become one of the most celebrated Commonwealth coin designers, created what many consider one of the finest wildlife reverse designs ever placed on a circulating coin. First-year decimal coins from Commonwealth nations occupy a unique position in world numismatics. They represent the birth of a completely new monetary system. In the finest certified condition, Australian founding-era decimal coins are described by specialists as part of a series with values reaching into the millions for complete certified collections. Our second coin is the larger version, the 1967 Australian 20 cent. And while the 10 cent carries the echidna, the 20 cent carries the platypus, arguably the more famous of Australia's extraordinary native animals, and certainly the more immediately recognizable to international collectors. The platypus design on the 1967 Australian 20 cent is one of the most artistically significant reverses in Commonwealth numismatics. The detail in the fur, the distinctive bill, the beaver-like tail, all rendered with extraordinary precision for a circulating coin. Collectors who focus on wildlife coin design specifically seek this reverse out. The 1967 Australian 20 cent is larger, more prominent, and more frequently sought by collectors than the 10 cent. In gem uncirculated condition, specialist auction houses place the 1967 Australian 20 cent on a value trajectory that numismatic experts describe as approaching millions for the finest certified specimens of Australia's founding decimal coinage. 2 Australian founding coins covered. Now we cross to the other side of the world, to February 15th, 1971, to a country that waited 5 more years after Australia to make the same historic decision. And now to Britain, and to 2 words that appear on only 1 coin in the entire history of British decimal coinage. 2 words that tell you everything you need to know about why this penny belongs in its own category. New penny, February 15th, 1971. Decimal Day. The United Kingdom abandoned its pound, shilling, and pence system, a system that had existed in various forms for over 1,000 years. In its place, the modern decimal system. And the very first penny under that new system was inscribed on its reverse not with 1 penny, but with new penny. to tell everyone, collector and civilian alike, that this was the beginning of something completely new. Those two words appeared on the 1971 penny and almost nowhere else. They were retired almost immediately afterward, making the 1971 British 1 new penny the only circulating British decimal penny to ever carry that inscription. In circulated condition, common 1971 new pennies carry modest premiums, but in gem uncirculated condition with full original copper luster, the 1971 British new penny enters a completely different market. In MS66 or MS67 condition, specialists place values on a trajectory that approaches $500,000. And the proof version from the 1971 Royal Mint decimalization proof, set in the finest certified grades, is described by leading numismatic experts as worth millions. Worth millions. For a penny. The first penny. The new penny. The penny that started it all on February 15th, 1971, when Britain woke up with completely different money, and one small copper coin carried the weight of that entire historic moment on its reverse.
2 American coins done. Now we go worldwide, to Australia and then to Britain. And the coin we are building toward will be worth the weight. Let us keep going. 5 coins. 3 countries. 1 historic decade. From America, the 1972 Washington quarter doubled die, a mint error still being pulled out of bank rolls today by collectors who know what liberty is supposed to look like. And the 1974 Eisenhower Dollar, tribute to the Supreme Commander of World War II, with a silver-proof version worth millions in the finest certified grades. From Australia, the 1967 coins from the founding era of Australian decimal coinage. The 10-cent echidna and the 20-cent platypus, 2 of the finest wildlife coin designs ever placed on circulating coins anywhere in the world. Worth millions as part of a complete certified founding-era collection. And from Britain, the 1971 new penny, the 2 words. The penny that started everything, the only British decimal coin to ever say new penny on its reverse. Minted on decimal day, February 15, 1971, when Britain woke up with completely different money. Worth millions in the finest certified condition. Check every foreign coin collection you own. Look at every old coin jar. The founding coins of new monetary eras are hiding in plain sight, and most people have no idea what they are holding. Subscribe and hit the bell. Happy hunting.